It is important for us to have our human figure grouped as one object. So when we go ahead and select it with our selection tool, and for example, try to change its color, we change it as one unit. However, sometimes we're going to need to add some objects to our human figure, depending on the subject of our infographic. Let's say I want to add this tie to my human figure to make it look like it is wearing a tie. So let me go ahead and select this tie and pick a different color for it, for example, pink. Then click and drag it and place it in the middle of my human figure right here where one would wear a tie, and then release my mouse. If I deselect, I can see now my human figure is wearing a tie. Now let's say I want to change color here. So if I click and select all these objects right here, and come over here and try to change color, for example to this color or this, and then deselect, I cannot see the tie anymore. And that is because the human figure is a separate object and the tie is a separate object. And these two objects need to be different colors in order for the tie to show. So what can we do so we can add an object to our human figure that will be always visible no matter the color of our human figure? Well, this is what we do. Let's go ahead, pick up this tie and bring it here. Now this human figure, as you already know, is grouped together as one object, the body and the head together. So let's select it with the selection tool, right click and then click ungroup. Let's go ahead and deselect. Go ahead and change the color of the tie to any color at all so we can just see it on the screen human figure. What we want to do is we want to create a space in the shape of this tie in this human figure in this location, so no matter what we color our human figure on any background, you can still see it is wearing a tie. Go ahead, click and drag and bring this human figure in the right location over here in the middle. Release your mouse. Then hold down your shift key and click on the body to select it. Release your shift key. Go up to Window, all the way down to Pathfinder. Over here, you can see the command -front. Go ahead and click it. Now close the Pathfinder and deselect. And as you can see now, I have created a space in my human figure in the shape of the tie. This is not a white tie, this is an empty area. If I click it, I will not select my human figure. However, if I click here, I'm selecting, of course, the body of my human figure. Now let's go ahead and group the head and the body again, because we ungrouped them, in order for us to use the Pathfinder on the body. And also, if you wanted to do this process to the head, for example, to add glasses, you also have to ungroup and do the process with the head and the glasses without, of course, including the body, because it is a separate object. Now let's go ahead, click with our selection tool, select both these objects, and right click and then click group, and let's come up here and try to change color. And as you can see, they're now changing as one object, and I can still see it wearing a tie, and the color of my tie depends on the color of my background. For example, if I create this box here for it to be my background and give it a red color, and then take my selection tool and bring the human figure on top of it, you can see that my tie is now red because this is empty.